and great to have you join us on Arthouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Coming up on this edition of the program.
Then why is the land suffering?
We get a peek at what to expect during the Eco Hotel Prideland Christmas Theatre show.
Why is the land suffering?
Seven renowned artists showcased their drawings at the MyDrim Gallery celebration. To a forum which attracts art practitioners and the art community from across the world. Then to the Kokopelli Gallery for another group show. So it's a loaded package on this week's episode. You wouldn't want to miss any of it. Coming up in a moment. As we count down to Christmas, there are loads of interesting and intriguing events happening in the art calendar. One of them is the Prideland Christmas Fiesta at Eco Hotel and Suites, Lagos. A select group get a feel of what to expect before D-Day.
An array of distinguished personalities have a taste of what to expect when the Eco Hotel Tropical Christmas Wonderland, an African tale of Christmas, Prideland edition sets sail from the 22nd of this month until January 2nd, 2023.
We travel to the Horn in the east of Africa. We went down to the Cape in the south. We traversed the Nile and finally came to the west and the heart of Africa. Lagos, Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you Eco Hotels and Suites, the Prideland.
It's a mix of theatrical performances from popular songs in the score, which draws inspiration from the deeply rooted African heritage.
But you shall not return, my king. Your blood shall flow in this land, and your blood shall rule this land, and kingdoms unknown.
I won't see my child grow up.
Children!
Twins? The queen is having twins? But that's a taboo. Then we have them killed, priestess.
She is not having twins. 5. The queen shall have 5.
That is not possible, priestess. They will be burned to death. Please, priestess, you have to help me. No one must know about this.
When the battle of the kingdoms begins, the queen must run and hide into the hills where I live and have the children.
The Prideland theatrical is old Africa. It's a powerful story. It tells of the unity of Africa. It tells of the grandeur of Africa. It tells of the oneness of Africa. It tells of the endless possibilities that Africa is about to give to the world. And you know what? You can never really appreciate this unless you sit down and watch it.
The guests enjoy the amazing beats and dance moves which leave them yearning for more.
With one heart, with one voice, with one song, one people sing. Oh, oh,
expecting this, I'm expecting a lot, and I know they've got it. So I can't wait to see the conclusion of the play, and then I know they have so much else in store that they're keeping very tight to their chests, and I know I'm coming to see it for myself.
This is just a slice of what to anticipate, as there are other attractions like art and crafts classes, Santa's colourful coronation and procession, the Prideland musical theatre, Elle's gift delivery, and Larry J and the Ubuntu melody, all poised to make people enjoy an African tale of Christmas.
With the role that I play, I believe that we're sending across a message of joy. You know, she has one foot in this world, one foot in the world of the divine, and so she's listening to us and she's listening to the divinities. And so I guess the message is that we should always walk in joy, that she's always amused and entertained by the twists and turns of life. And I think that that is a lesson we can all learn from, to roll with the punches and to enjoy when life takes us in unexpected directions.
I'm sure you're already looking forward to it. Now, from one groove, we move to another. This one is a big deal for the MyDrim Gallery because it's a celebration of their many years of existence. To mark this prestigious event, 7 renowned artists showcased their drawings in an exhibition.
2002. That's how the MyDrim Gallery has coined this exhibition of drawings by 7 prolific artists in the Nigerian scene: Olusegun Adejumo, Olu Ajayi, Duke Asidere, Edosa Ogwago, Abiodun Olaku, Ben Osagai, Sam Overeti.
These works are 20 years old, are done by 7 artists, and these 7 artists are like the biggest visual artists in Nigeria, in Africa. So coming together to do work and for the work to go missing for 20 years is unheard of. Not only is it that they did drawings 20 years ago, it's like these are the guys that are the best draftsmen 20 years ago and now. And they're like masters not because they continue to make work, because they've developed close to between 500 to 1,000 artists amongst them that are now practicing artists and are one of the biggest too. So it's a really big deal. Like, this is our treasure. We're coming here to observe an African treasure and an African experience and an African historical event that can never happen again.
It rekindles the conviction we had to choose this path, and we are happy living the dream.
I feel happy, I feel honored, I feel especially fulfilled, to be part of this exhibition. Because between the period the works were created and today that we have the exhibition, a lot of water passed under the bridge. We did the workshop mysteriously, as fate would have it. The works went on the ground for 20 years, and early this year they resurfaced. We tried to put all unpleasantness of the past behind. For whatever reasons, the works disappeared, and affirmed our commitment towards having an exhibition of the works which was part of the arrangement when we did the workshop 20 years ago.
These works of art have stood the test of time. In every word, priceless, as they have been in the gallery for many years, a testament to the growth of these artists and the industry in general.
These days, it's looking like people are trying to give up drawing in art schools, but some of us still believe that this is basic, drawing is basic. The artist should be able to draw, the artist should be a draftsman before anything, before the use of colors or anything else. You understand? Now, a lot of guys will say drawing doesn't matter, but these are proven artists over time, and they have proven themselves that drawing is still the very basic thing in the arts.
35 drawings from the gallery storeroom have been carefully selected, and they were done by these artists in their youth, but a few of them are no longer with us.
It's really beautiful to be here just to see the masters at work, literally, because it's an opportunity to look over their shoulders. You seldomly have such great artists converge together and actually spend time, 3 days together, working, exchanging ideas, laughing, just inspiring one another, and being able to look at how they interacted 20 years ago and to see the works in front of us. I feel highly honored and privileged to be here.
The drawings are outstanding. They are refreshing, as in it takes me back to when I need to start drawing back and go back to my sketch pad. The strokes, and you can see that they are from the masters. The training under Olaku and Mr. Duke Asidiri and like of Edosa reminds me of the days of Universal Studio, and refreshing my memories about drawings and taking them seriously.
The amazing thing, the interesting thing is that all 7 artists have become master artists. They are recognized globally, worldwide, as some of Nigeria's best. And so we have this exhibition of 35 drawings titled The Year when the original plan was to have been executed, when the exhibition was to have been held. And it's a wonderful opportunity for people to see good draftsmanship and for people to take home a part of history.
For me, my works really were to use the model to demonstrate and illustrate a concept. I've used charcoal, pen and ink, brush and ink, in a monochrome form to create some of the works. A collection of works that I've been searching for, let me put it that way. And 20 years later, I found them very refreshing. First, it attests to the integrity of materials, because the works look very good. They look like it was something that was created yesterday. So the quality of materials used. Then secondly, I look at my frame of mind, and I think also it's reflected in the works. So it's a collection of time and moment frozen.
This exhibition is a celebration of MyDrim's 30th anniversary, so it's drum rolls in the gallery as they look forward to many more interesting years ahead.
Let's take a moment now. Arthouse returns with even more, so join us again for the details. Welcome back. All Guts is a group exhibition at the Kokopelli Gallery in Lagos, where these artists make a statement with their images.
An attentive crowd has gathered. Amongst them is veteran artist Professor Bruce Onobrakbeya. He's here to give moral support to the 8 artists whose works of art are being exhibited today, especially since they got some training from an institution run by him.
There are different artists involved in different aspects of art, and what you see is their interpretation and impression of what constitutes art, which I see that is very good, and which I have enjoyed very much, and which many people here have enjoyed. So that is the show that is there now.
All Guts, Orawale Uluwale, Mosun Mewashe, Peter Adelaja, Sotonya Large, Benga Adeku, Ajibo Ikechukwu, Benga Olawale, and Julius Ugochukwu are the 8 artists who show strength in unity by daring to come together to put up this exhibition.
I love the title because it's as if, you know, everything was coming out, you know, like from their gut, like very sincere, a lot of creativity, and there's quite a bit of synergy here. And they've done a good job, and I think that there's a lot of power in unity, and it's a very powerful exhibition. They're all working in different mediums, but they're all very good at what they do. And some of them are making political, social statements, pollution, you know, the economy, people's minds. It's a lot going on here, and it's very interesting.
These contemporary artists hold their own as individuals as they talk about what they have brought to the Kokopelli Art Gallery in Lagos.
I am an environmentalist, and I advocate against plastic waste. I try to inspire people to think upcycle. That kind of mentality reduces plastic waste in our environment, and people can start to look at new ways of applying this same material that could just be abandoned. I mean, for artworks, these are high-quality materials because for almost a millennium, they are not going to break down if they are indoors. Outdoors, it takes about 400, 200 years underwater for them to become environmental pollution. So yeah, I'm big on plastic waste.
That piece there is like a portrait of me. Every artist needs like a support, the foundation to grow. So that represents a lot to me because that door was like the studio door of the studio space that Professor Bruce provided for me, just like the platform he has created with the Amatan workshop for artists to create, to come and create. So that door represents all that.
With the work showed there, the obsession is actually a squirrel. You can tell from what you see how obsessed the squirrel is with the knot. Until it gets that knot, it doesn't give up. So kind of relating this to our daily life. We are really obsessed with making it in life. Upon the struggles and what we are going through in the country, but everybody wants to make it.
Each has developed a unique style to express what they see, what they feel, and what they've learned. And it's not just copying one another or copying an idea that had been there before. Those ideas are personal with them, and it's that kind of personalized idea that makes art something that is inside you that no one else can see, but you now bring it out in art for people to see and understand and enjoy. The works are very good.
The audience enjoy a variety of paintings, sculptural pieces, relief printing, amongst other media, while taking in the message these artists have made by having the guts to address some societal ills and display their works side by side.
Beyond appreciating the aesthetic value of the art, there's a need to talk about its economic potentials, and that's what this event intends to explore.
art as an alternative investment has been a hot topic in a lot of forums, and this one by Omenka and Art Split adds to the conversation.
The response has been fantastic, very overwhelming. There's a lot of interest now. People are beginning to see that art, of course, has aesthetic value. Art has historical and social value, but it also has a financial value. And I think that for many collectors who are spending that kind of money on art, it's good to know that at least it's also a store of value as well. So I think that for me is the broad complexity of art.
Art auction houses, curators, creatives, art practitioners and others passionate about seeing visual arts contribute more than just its aesthetic appeal are gathered in this hall in Lagos to discuss it.
It's an amazing thing. It's going to be a great opportunity for many artists to be part of this, because artists have now can have a way of becoming part of the gallery and the curator and the collectors, and they can also gain more with their art and other people's works. I think that's what I say there. It's going to be a very good idea.
The purpose of art.
Speaker after speaker offer their thoughts on the issue and what can be done better to boost this creative subsector.
This gathering is what I would call the most interesting gathering of key stakeholders in the art ecosystem in Nigeria, in Africa actually, as the case is. We have speakers from Europe, speakers from Africa. So it's actually what's an opportunity for us to have divergent views, discuss certain trends and certain realities in the art ecosystem in Africa. The critical issues, the teething issues that need to also be dealt with. So these are the things we discussed at this gathering. And we're able to look at art as an alternative investment vehicle.
The event, which has a mini exhibition happening on the sidelines, shows works of art done by veteran artists, which further buttresses the point that their value has multiplied over time.
It gets even better on the next episode. There's more to talk about as we see some girl power on Arthouse next time.
Coming up on the next episode. It's an all-female episode as we celebrate women in the arts from the visual dialogues by a group of them in Lagos. To this traveling royal art exhibition at the National Museum. And to the adornment, a solo exhibition by Halima Abubakar at Jelosimi Art Center in Lagos. We do encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country. Your Arthouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Arthouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Arthouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
So the ladies are having a field day on the program next week. That's one episode you definitely won't want to miss. But if you do, don't despair. That's why we have our social media platforms where you can play catch up anytime by visiting our YouTube page. I'm Melinda Kinlami. Stay safe and keep the creative spirit alive.